Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Saturday. It's rainy and gross. I wanted to show you guys the ice dye kits. It's been quite the week. I've been working on it, but I wanted to show you what they come with, what you can do with them, and all that. So, because this doesn't really give you much information. So anyway, everything in this ice dye kit you can use to do at least one shirt, you know, probably up to 3 or 4X, one shirt for sure. So if you're doing like a small shirt, you could probably do more than one. I used one of them just to see how much I could get out of them. And I did like 4 good size flour sack tea towels. I did a pair of socks. So it goes further than just one shirt, but one shirt guaranteed. So anyway, in your kit, when you open it up, business card, and directions, and a dust mask for when you put on the powder. You'll have, this is a rainbow kit, so it has 3 colors, and then the soda ash, and these are all labeled in the bags. I tried as hard as I could to keep everything like eco-friendly, so the bags are recyclable. I put them in the big outside bag because I didn't want them to leak accidentally. And then these are like food storage bags, so they can be recycled. And then it comes with rubber bands, 5 rubber bands if you want to band up your work. And then these little wooden scoopers that can be recycled or reused in the sandbox or whatever. So anyway, that's what comes in your kit. Everything you need to do, and then like I said, instructions, everything you would need. And then I also am going to kind of just record this to have like an online tutorial that you could watch too. So that's everything that comes in the kit. I also have other things, like if you're nervous about finding something to dye or would just prefer to have like a t-shirt or something included, just message me because we can work that out. That's not a big deal. Also, if you have specific colors that you want, we can do that too. There's such a wide variety that I tried to narrow it down. So just using so this is the rainbow kit. So you've got fuchsia, turquoise, and lemon yellow. And it's kind of like a bright kit. I wouldn't say that it's like a muted rainbow kit. It's more brights. More like neons. If you use just a little bit of the dye, you could get more pastel colors. So, so that is what you actually get in the kit. Things that you could use with this kit that are like easily to get. I got these at Walmart. These are great. If you've gotten any flour sack towel gifts from me for Christmas, these are what I use. I order cotton stuff off of Amazon. Like this is a pair of lounge pants with pockets that just came in today. So, you know, if it's cotton, has a good cotton content, not straight polyester, you can dye it. I had an example of some socks that I tried to dye that were polyester. They said they were cotton, they weren't. And all the dye just washed out of them. I don't have them here. I thought I did, but anyways. Oh, here they are. My studio's a mess. So anyway, I tried to dye these and they're polyester, and so you can see that they kind of got some dye on them, but it all washed out. So if you have any questions about what's good to use and what's not, you can let me know. So anyways, I'm going to, just to show you guys, you know, you can find anything to dye in. This is like a pie tin from the Dollar Tree that I poked holes in the bottom of. You know, these are like leftover casserole lids that I poked holes in, also from the Dollar Tree. So finding a container to do it in isn't as scary as you think it might be. Just don't use anything like your noodle strainer that you use every day in the kitchen because you can't use it again. These dyes are cold water dyes, but they are chemical, which is why we wear the dust mask to cut down on, you know, lung irritants and anything like that. So it's important to practice. That's a, you know, it's a safety issue, as I would tell my daughter. It's a safety issue, so please don't reuse things that you use in your kitchen for dyes. So I'm just going to try and show you my sink. So this is just some cotton yardage. I need to make some face masks for some friends that have been asking me, and I just have been really busy. I think that makes it worse. Better? Worse? Either way. So I'm just gonna scrunch this up in here, like not anything. I'm not really gonna like take too much time to make it look any certain way because it's tie-dye. So this is like a basic thing that you can do, just scrunch it in here. And the more like little pleats and folds and peaks and valleys, the better. Because it'll give the fabric more definition. And so like I said, because you guys will be using something like this, I wanted to show you how I would use it. So right now you have two choices. You can sprinkle your dye on the fabric and then put the ice on, or you can put the ice on and then sprinkle the dye. So what I like to do, your kit comes with soda ash, which is a dye activator. It raises the pH level and lets the fabric open up and accept the dye. So kind of like, you know, when you're dyeing your hair or anything else, you know, you have to create some kind of chemical reaction to get that bond. So I put my soda ash on first. You can put it on anytime. As long as it's there, it's gonna work. And that's how that goes. And then I buy my ice in 20-pound bags because I dye a lot of stuff. So I'm just gonna put on my ice. I'm a heavy icer. Some people just put like one single layer and we'll come back through and like reapply ice, but I'm a heavy icer, so the more the better. At least as thick as your project is how much ice you want. So I would say I probably put 2 inches of ice on and I had, you know, like 2 inches of fabric. So got our ice on. I have a respirator I normally wear, but now would be the time to put on your mask. And then I'm going to use my little shakers because I don't need to use the kit. I don't want to be wasteful. So I already have these made up. These are what I use when I dye. And so let's say I have the rainbow kit and I want to make this rainbow. So I'm just going to, and if you put, you know, the more you put on, the more heavy your color is going to be. Turquoise. All three of these colors are really strong because they're primary colors. So if you want more purple, put more purple. If you want more turquoise, put more turquoise. Where you overlap, you're going to create other colors. So, you know, blue and fuchsia are going to make purple. And then turquoise and yellow are going to make green. And I don't really want to get a lot of red on this. I want it to stay more pink. So I'm going to keep my yellow off of my fuchsia because that will make red. So I'm okay with green. I'm okay with yellow. I'm okay with fuchsia, which is more of a pink, but I don't really want much red. So my dye is on. And now is the hard part because you literally just have to sit and wait for the dye to melt, or the ice to melt. And then you have to wait another 24 hours for the dye to do its thing with the fabric. So, and if you want, you know, more soda ash will never hurt. I put plenty in your kit. It's also mixed in with the dye just to make it easier to spread. So you've got plenty of soda ash. Don't worry about that. So we're going to let that sit and hang out in my sink for 24 hours. And then hopefully when I rinse it out, I'm going to start on cold because that's what stops the chemical reaction. And I don't really like these tea towels because they're really thin. So I got the ones from Walmart that I like. These ones are from Sam's. They're really thin. They're more like a cheesecloth. So I dyed these with just the rainbow kit. And it's kind of hard to tell because they're so thin. You can't really see how really pretty many different colors you got. But You get light purples and blues and lime greens, yellows. On this side we have more of those reds where the red and yellow overlapped. This one is just, if you don't want to use the fuchsia, you could just do a turquoise and green, and this is like a lime green, yellow, turquoise kind of color. And then this one I tried to do just yellow and fuchsia to get the red, but the green kind of creeped in because I put them all in one bin. So I kind of like it. I mean, it's kind of like one of those ugly tie-dyes, but so those are all like the range of colors you can get out of the rainbow kit. I also did a pair of socks with just the fuchsia and the turquoise, so you could see what those look like. And then I did this onesie is just the black. So black's made up of all color, and so different blacks I get are different. You know, some of them pull more blue, some of them have more reds. But they're always very interesting and unique outcomes. So anyway, that's kind of about the tie-dye kit. I have these, they're on my Etsy. If you're local or like you know me, you don't have to buy off my Etsy. I just have them on there to kind of keep track. And then also just, you know, whatever you don't put out there, people don't buy. So if you're interested in tie-dye kits, you can just message me through Facebook. You can message me through Etsy, or you can order through Etsy. It's whatever you want to do. If you don't need it shipped, don't order through Etsy because it'll go ahead and charge you the tax, or not the tax, the shipping. And I went to the post office today, and that was so much fun. I forgot we're close to Christmas, so don't go to the post office on Saturday. It was crazy. Anyways, I'm trying to think about, so I have colors up on my Etsy, but if you're interested in other colors or specific colors or two colors or whatever your heart's desire, I have the supplies and I have a lot of dyes. So I can make you any color you want if you're looking for something specific. Also with items that you want to dye, if there's something specific you're looking for, let me know. Sometimes it's just kind of fun to go through Amazon and find things that are 90+% cotton. So I do that a lot. But so anyway, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Here's our thing. It's about a yard of white cotton. So I will keep you guys posted on how this comes out so that you can see, but you know, nothing specific. Everything's its own work of art and everybody's technique is going to be different. So I'm kind of excited to see people that do get the kit if they send me pictures of what they made, because that's kind of the more fun part. Also, if you are doing like homeschool and need an art lesson, this would be fun because you can do color theory. You can make any color with 3 colors. And so I could also do like Zoom meetings for that if anybody's interested in that too. I just don't really know how to market it. And so if that's something that people are interested in for homeschool or distance learning or anything like that, it would be fun for me to do, and it would be easy to do, an easy activity to do with adult supervision for kids as far as color theory, or it could be a science experiment, it could be math, like we could translate art into anything. So but yeah, like I said, if anybody has any questions or anything, message me, let me know, and I will show you the outcome of this in 24 hours. Have a great rest of your Saturday, guys. Thanks for watching.